Bill Searle, welcome back.
It's good to be back, Gene.
Now, you were just telling us last week about, some of the things that Cholla Production has done.
Yeah.
Let's focus a little more this week on what Cholla Production is doing within and about and for the Phoenix Network.
Okay, well, I hooked up with the Phoenix Network, which was a good thing, and we talked, and I told you, basically what I wanted to do, and basically I didn't want to just have talking heads if I can avoid that. So what I decided is I'll if you have four pictures of pictures or charts or graphs that pertain to to what you're talking about, and the quality is good. As long as the quality is good, then we'll go ahead and put those on the videos as sort of cutaways.
You folks that are listening on the radio, you're probably wondering why we're talking about Bill the videographer and what Bill the videographer is doing for this. And the simple fact of the matter is that the whole point of the Phoenix Network is to promote local businesses to locals, and we do that with live radio. We also do that with video, which is where Bill comes in. Bill actually shoots the whole show and then edits the videos, makes it more interesting than talking heads.
Oh yeah, just talking heads, yeah.
Minutes. He'll do those photo cutaways and such. But then we polish them up, we throw some content on them, and we upload them to 5 different video channels. Now, you know that video is popular. Video entertains the eyes. Unfortunately, video is not much good for search. So we figured out the way to make the search engines want to pay attention to video. And so we use those 5 video channels to drive back to your website to try to get you some business, because that's the whole point. You see, real people like to deal with real people, and sometimes real people are hard to find. So we're trying to make that easier. And those 5 video channels, we then drive with 5 different social media platforms so that we generate as much attention as we can for the local small businesses who come on and tell their story on the Phoenix Network. Now, Bill, what else have you got planned for doing on the show? Okay,
well, first off, if a venue that we run the show at, like this venue, wanted to have some cutaways of the actual products or services or just of their venue itself, I could do that. After we shoot the show, I could take an extra 10 minutes and do pans of it, and I'm going to include a video shot of the outside of the business. That's just when I walk out, I'll just do that.
Okay, now that's what's referred to as B-roll, right?
Yeah, B-roll. Yeah, so it'll all be B-roll, and we can do that for the venue that we're shooting at for $25. And for the other venues, it depends on where they are and what they want to do. We can talk about that. But if you're on one of the other,
so that's an add. I want to make sure folks understand.
That is an add-on. That's an add-on in addition to getting the show, and you pay a little extra for that too.
Okay.
Like I said, if you're a venue from that's not, we're not at your venue, then we'll talk about, I'll be able to give you a price based on what you want to do. So
now this part is actually more for your business folks that might be listening here. Bill, you mentioned it's a little extra, and you talked about how much for the show. Let me make sure that we help people understand. For you to come out and do even a 15 or 30 second shoot, that's going to be more than they actually pay to be on the show, right?
Yes, correct. In most cases it is, yeah.
And of course, the video for the show actually comes with the radio show.
Yes.
And I put
so yeah, you get the radio show and the video. And if you want to do anything with the actual interview later, maybe take portions of it and use it for TV or an internet or something for your web page or something like that. We can do that too. We can chop up the interview into like 30-second spots if you want to do that. Of course, that's an additional fee too. And if you talk to me after the show, I can give you, and we decide exactly what you want to do. I can give you a price, based on what you want there.
Right.
And so I don't want to just be quoting prices on the air and then have,
So just to make sure that people understand, it's the live radio, it's the video times 5.
Yeah.
Multiplied by social media times 5.
Yeah.
And then anything beyond those 4 photo cutaways that you've incorporated into the video, is something that's between you and them.
It's between us,
and actually has nothing directly to do with the show.
Yeah, like I said, you talk to me about that after the show. if you want to do something else with the video, we can discuss that, and I can give you a price then based on based on what you want to do.
Okay. Now, since we have a little more time, why don't you remind folks what you were talking about? You did a 3-camera shoot with one camera.
Yes.
You want to tell people how you did that?
Okay, I was recording an opera. It was an opera in English, and it was called Seven Rabbits on a Pole. I recorded it back in Massachusetts. And I also did this with another opera I shot over there. It was a rock opera about Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. And what I did is I went in 3 different places in the audience. Well, one of the places was up in the balcony, and then 2 different places in the audience. And I recorded, from those 3 locations, and then the operas were choreographed so well that it just edited together real easy. And we made it look like a 3-camera shoot and we had a lot of footage to work with because we had 3 different plays to work with instead of just one.
It just fascinated me when I read that you did a 3-camera shoot with 1 camera.
Yes.
So basically, you shot it 3 times from
I shot
3
the
different
same.
angles.
Yeah, I shot the same opera 3 different performances from 3 different angles.
And then you edited it together.
And I edited it together and make it look like a 3-camera shoot. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
now you were also you also did Arizona Country, a TV show?
Yes, I worked with Steve Glick, a TV producer, and Bobby Jean Olson. She's a rodeo stunt lady and actress who was our hostess, and we did a show about the West, keeping the West alive. We featured a country music act, just features about the West. I shot a few rodeos doing that, and it was interesting. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Western stuff, and I did that, and also before that, a long time ago, I did a little documentary piece when I was in school with Bob Bose Bell, and it was about Elfego Baca, the legendary gunfighter
I haven't
from.
heard that name in years.
Oh, really?
Bose Bell. Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Anyhow, I did a show about a relatives reunion in Reserve, New Mexico, and that was really neat.
Arizona is just.
Oh, Arizona is
place.
a fascinating place for this sort of thing. Yeah.
And we had, Bob Bose Bell was a writer.
Yeah.
Right? Jerry Riopelle.
Yeah.
Around here. And God knows how many others. The Herndon brothers.
The Herndon brothers at
Ray
Herndon. Yeah.
And did I recall that Ray's going out playing with somebody?
Yeah, he's playing with
Lyle Lovett, wasn't he?
Lyle Lovett. Yeah, Lyle Lovett and Don McLean. Don McLean.
Don McLean.
Yeah.
And Lyle Lovett.
Yep.
On the same stage at the same time. Well,
I don't know whether he told me he was playing with both of them. He didn't really say whether it was a separate tour or the same tour.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not really sure. I don't want to misquote Ray there.
That was going to give me a starry night.
Yeah, starry night.
I was going to sit there with him spinning around my head. The 2 of those together.
That would be a neat combination. That would be a good show. I think I'd enjoy that. Yeah.
That would be entertaining as well.
And the Herndon brothers put on a great show.
Oh yeah. My wife and I used to go to Handlebar J's all the time. We talked about Handlebar J's last week.
Yeah. I've been there a few times.
I used to go to Mr. Lucky's back in the late 70s.
I never went to Mr. Lucky's. I was always up in the East Valley mostly, and I never really got over there.
Yeah, I actually saw Delbert McClinton there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a cool show.
Play every time I roll the dice.
Uh-huh.
She's like rolling a 7 every time I roll the dice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw Jerry Riopelle at Handlebar J's before. He puts on a good show there.
Yeah, Arizona has had its moments in both, film, video, and music entertainment. It's been a mecca for all of those at different times.
Yeah, it's a good place to shoot. I mean, if they had a lot of people I know in the film industry, and I kind of agree with it, would like to see more support for it, at a government level, but tax breaks to encourage people to come to the state and do film and video projects here. But yeah.
Well, Bill, thanks for coming up again.
Oh.
And give everybody your number.
Okay, my number, if you want some talk about the video, is 602-799-6734. That's 602-799-6734. And my webpage is Cholla, CHOLLA, Production, singular, PRODUCTION.com.
ChollaProduction.com.
ChollaProduction.com.
Okay. And are you offering any other specials that aren't necessarily related with this?
Not right now, no. Well, I'll tell you what. If anybody who in our listening audience there or in the viewing audience who gives me a call, I'll give you 10% off. I'll give you 10% off on a video project, separate from this. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well,
but you gotta remind me about it. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Tell him you heard it on the radio. He's going to give you an extra 10%.
Yep.